Right. Does anybody have any New Year's resolutions? That's the word I'm looking for. There are so many different ways to consume manga and read it, but I think writing down goals is probably one of the best ways of keeping things under wrapped. And I'm just going to go over my manga resolutions for this year. Read 90% of your collection. You want to start a YouTube channel? Go for it, dude. Read some of your biggest series, like Case Closed. Have you even started that?
I haven't really started reading it.
You've got like 82 volumes sitting there. You want to read 50%? That's a good goal. So I just want to go over my 2022 goals and to see if I've actually achieved them. For my manga resolutions, I only had 3. I had read 1 volume a day, start 1 new series each week, 80% of collection read. I think the most difficult one probably would have been the 80%. Actually, they're all pretty hard. Reading 365 volumes in 1 year is pretty tough sometimes, especially if, not all of them are as easy as something like, Shoujo Shimi's works. You look at the page and you've already finished the whole volume. Then you have like novels like Death Note and Bakuman. So the read 1 volume a day was easy. That's 365 volumes. But in the end, I managed to read 498 volumes. So this is what I read all last year. And then every week I wrote down what I was reading. I think my lowest was 4, and then my highest was 20. But in the end, I ended up reading 498, which I think is pretty impressive. It kind of sucks because the last volume I read for the year was volume 100 of One Piece. And then when I logged it and I saw that I was at 498, I thought, all I have to do is read 2 more volumes because I don't think I'll ever hit 500 ever again. Well, first one, done. And then the second goal I set myself was to read 1 new series every week. Now, it didn't have to be a new series as in like it had to come out that year or the previous year. It could just be a series that I hadn't read in a long time. For example, Death Note, I've read several times, but I counted it as a new series. And then things like Dark, which I also picked up, Chainsaw Man I also picked up this year, they all counted towards it. So I needed 52. Obviously, there was 52 weeks in a year, so that meant 52 new series. I only ended up with 48. So unfortunately, this one is a no-go. And I think for me, the last and most difficult one probably actually is number 3. They're all pretty tough. So for clarity, my count was 529, 28%. I ended up buying, I think, 240 volumes in total. So instead of 227, I had to read 261 volumes. Now the numbers don't add up exactly because you're doing on a percentage. Ultimately, all you need to know is that I did hit my goal of reading 80%. 2 out of 3 is pretty good, I think, for my manga goals. Now we move on to 2023. I have 4 goals for manga this year. The first is to reduce the amount of volumes that I'm reading. I'm going to just 5 volumes a week. Make a library. Read more shoujo, no lower than 60% read through. I want to read less because I want to start playing more video games. I don't know. Dare I say, go outside more. I'm doing 5 volumes a week. So by the end of the year, that should be 260 volumes. Achievement unlocked, touch grass. When was the last time I touched grass? I can't remember the last time I went outside into a garden or a forest. Touch grass. See friends. Make a library. This one is solely on me spending money, which I said to myself that I wasn't going to do that much. A library, apparently, by Google, consists of 1,000 volumes, which some of you, I know you have. I know Cake Tins, you have like 5 libraries. Zoe, you recently, like last couple of months, you just got a library, right? I have a total of 760 volumes, which means I need 240 books. 20 volumes a month. I don't think I can do that. And then the third, I want to try and start to read more shoujo. I spent a month just reading romance series. A lot of them were shoujo. Some of them are like BL. Some of them are like just pure romance. And then one of them, QQ Sweeper, or Queen's Quality as it's known now, the second part, is more kind of like half action, half school life, half... You can't have another half. It's not even romance. The romance has only started to kick in. To me, it's mostly action. I want to enjoy more shoujo. Haru Ride. I want Yona. Is it Yona of the Dawn? Snow White with red hair, I think it is. I want to read Banana Fish. I really enjoyed the anime. I presume the anime follows the manga almost shot for shot. Shoujo in 2023. Some volume ones of things. Off the top of my head, I can't remember what they are. I've stuck them on my list, and some of them are already on for pre-order. The only thing with shoujo is that a lot of the new shoujo that comes out is like 5 to 10 years old, and there's already like 15 volumes, and I'm gonna be like 60 by the time some of these series end. My last and final resolution is to go no lower than 60% of my read through. If I'm able to get to 1,000 chapters, 1,000 volumes, sorry, which is a library, all I need to do is get no lower than 600 plus volumes. Because even if I get the 240, I'm at 608 volumes read. So even if I get all of my volumes that I want, I'm already over 600. So unless I go over the 1,000 mark, then that's when I have to worry. So I could actually go throughout the whole year without reading a single volume and just buying 240 volumes, and I'd still be over at 60%. It'd be perfect. But yes, this is my 2023 manga resolutions. I don't think I can see myself adding much else onto here. Can I set your resolutions for you? Dude, you've got yours. Don't buy manga, read more manga, and maybe watch some anime. That's what you want, Zoe.